In this video, we're going to look at replace strings and how you can use them to personalize a user's experience. So what replace things do is it automatically puts, for example, the user's first name in a message so that if you're sending, say, a message or an announcement to the whole class, they will see it as it being addressed to them. So this is how you use them. If you wanted to create an announcement, for example, we can come down to the announcements tool and go new announcement. And let's say this is a replace string test. So in the description for this video in the course, there are the common replace strings listed. That is username, first name, and last name. And in order to use these, they have to be in curly brackets. So there's a description there, but there's also a link to a full list of replace strings. Many of them you're not gonna ever use, but there might be some useful ones for you there. So if you want to check them out, but let's just use, for example, first name. So we could say, hey, first name, and that's how you'd use it. Again, it's listed in the instructions for this video. And let's say we wanted to tell them their username. Now, in Brightspace here, a username for a user is either their student number or employee number. So whatever that you use to log in. So you could say your user or your student number is, and then you put user name. So now, when I publish this, we're not going to see the first name, username, and curly brackets there. We're going to see this user's first name and student number, or a username as the replacement string. So if we go back to the main page on the announcements, we can see it says, "Hi, Michael, your student number is Scran100." So that's the thing he uses to log in. Okay, so now any other user in the course will see their name and their student number. So it's a cool thing to use. Note that this does not work in the content section. So if you were to try this in content, it wouldn't work, but it does work pretty much everywhere else. And the two biggest ways you'd want to use this are in email and in announcements. So let's say that you did want to email the entire class some information. So if you went to class list and you selected all students and then said email, so you can see there's a whole list of them, and you could go like test for the subject, and let's just say you wanted to put hi first name. So now when students read this, it's not going to say like, "Hey everyone," or "How's it going?" It's going to say hi and then their first name, right? It's not going to be general, it's going to be specific. So they think it's addressed just to them. So that's really useful sometimes if someone thinks that it's addressed to them versus everyone else, just the level of attention that they'll give it. Okay, so that's how you use replacement strings or replace strings. And again, the two most common places you're going to use them are announcements and email.